What's up, everybody? This is the very first episode of this weekly show. I'm saying first, even though it's technically episode 2. This is going to be labeled episode 1 because last week was episode 0 because it was the prologue, but you don't really care, and I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. We are officially 1 week into 2019, so I'm not going to wish you a happy new year because it's no longer the new year. It's just the year. We're in 2019. Deal with it. Sorry, I'm in a goofy mood because this is the second time I'm recording this. Because the first time I recorded it, it was just me talking in front of a camera for almost 20 minutes. And I went to play it after I got done and I realized the entire thing was out of focus. So today I want to talk to you guys about following your goals, your dreams, your resolutions, whatever you want to call them. Those things that you made on New Year's Eve that you said you were going to do in 2019 or that you weren't going to do this year. How are you guys doing? You still keeping up with that? You still going to the gym and eating healthy, trying to lose weight or get in shape? Are you still keeping those promises that you made to yourself and the world? I imagine some of you are, and I imagine some of you just completely dropped those off. And I imagine some of you are, well, you have the intention that you want to, but you're struggling with how to get there. I would say that I'm kind of in that third category. My main goals this year have to do with my relationships with God and others, my business, my storytelling business, which is this show, my wedding film business, and my job for the Illinois district, serving as their storyteller. I want to get better in that whole area, and I want to get better in my fitness. I'm not like super unhealthy by any means, but I've never been disciplined and intentional about my health. I've never worked out consistently every single day. I've never made it an effort to prepare my food and eat healthy. In those 3 areas, my relationships, my storytelling business, and my fitness, be intentional and disciplined about all of them. And I'm doing pretty good. Every single day I either listen to a podcast or watch a YouTube video, or I'm reading a book about one of those 3 topics so I can grow in my knowledge. And then every single day I'm writing down, okay, what is something that I can do today to take a step closer to finishing those goals? So my idea is that with all these little actions that I'm doing every single day, every single week to get me closer to those goals, come this time next year, I'll be like, wow, I am so much further than I was. I'm glad that I moved myself closer every single day. And, I imagine that my life's going to be better off for it at 365 days from now. And I was thinking to myself this week, why all these things that I'm trying to do, why haven't I done them earlier? What was it that kept me from making YouTube videos every single week? What was it that kept me from working out and prepping my meals every single day? What were my excuses or these barriers that I was hitting, preventing me from taking action in those areas? Really intentional, disciplined action. And I boiled it down to 2 things. One, comparison, and another, comfort. Comparison and comfort were those dream killers for me. When I say comparison, what I mean by that is I would compare my video making skills to somebody else. And I would be like, man, they're so much better at YouTube than I am. They're so much better at wedding films than I am. I could never get to that level. And then that prevents me from getting better. So that's a small part of it. It's definitely there. But really, it has to do with my comfort. I, along with most people on this planet, I imagine, like being comfortable. We like sticking to the things that we normally do every day that aren't hard to do, that are just part of our routine. Like, it's easier to sleep in rather than waking up early to go work out. It's easier to just eat Pop-Tarts and granola bars and cereal instead of eating and cooking healthy meals. It's uncomfortable to take intentional, disciplined action every single day, every single week. if I'm honest with myself, that's the main excuse of why at 25 I'm basically in the same place that I was a year ago or 2 or 3 or even 4 years ago in some areas of my life. Now, I'm definitely a different person than I was all that time ago. I would say that I'm better, but the growth has been slow because it's never been intentional. I've never had a hardcore plan on how I was to grow. I would say that most 25-year-olds are generally in the same stage of life as I am, if not further behind. But I don't want to settle for average. But I also don't want to be too hard on myself to be like, I don't need to be a millionaire at age 25 or age 30 or whatever. As long as I'm better than I was the day before, that's all that matters. As long as I have a better relationship with God and others than I did yesterday, as long as my health is better than it was yesterday, as long as my business, this YouTube channel, is better than it was yesterday, as long as I'm growing, that's really what all it boils down to. And I'm happy to say that in 2019, I'm taking daily actions toward those areas of my life every single day. But I'm tired of talking about myself. I want to make this episode a jump starter for a conversation. What are some areas in your life that you're wanting to grow in? Is there a certain project you're wanting to complete? Is there something about yourself or your relationships that you're wanting to change? What is an area of your life that you're like, what? I'm unhappy, or I'm content, but there's room for growth. What is it? And I'm not asking you this because I'm an expert, because I'm really not. I'm not like one of those guys that's a multi-billionaire CEO, entrepreneur, motivational speaker that you see a million of those. I'm not somebody who's made it. I'm just somebody who's on the journey to making it, and I want to see if I can help you in your journey and if you can help me in mine. If we work together, I believe that we both can achieve our goals and dreams for our life. And who knows where we'll be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And it'll be cool to look back and be like, I helped that guy out, or he helped me out. That's really my heart in this. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this video. Be sure to tune in next week. Next week's going to be a more traditional vlog where I take you on a journey with me. It's going to be behind the scenes of me telling a story. The first big 2019 event is happening next week. It's going to be a leadership event for my job, and I'm going to be documenting it for them. And I'm going to take you guys with me on how it is that I do my job. If you have not already subscribed to the podcast or the YouTube channel, however you're consuming my show, be sure to do that so you can keep up with it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next Monday.